Go.
What's your name?
My name is Naomi.
And are you vegan?
I'm a vegan.
How long?
I go back and forth sometimes with vegetarian and vegan, and lately I've been sticking to the vegan diet just because of the education that I got as far as how you know, even though milk is not meat, the milk that we get comes from animals that have been tortured, and the babies that they have, many times they become veal, and the baby cows that become veal are the ones that are tortured the most. But also because of the fact that the milk and really all the animal products are so filled with antibiotics and hormones, and
antibiotics.
Right, antibiotics. These animals are filled with antibiotics and hormones, and at the hospital I see, like we were all sharing before, that I work in a hospital and I see so many kids with cancer, and so many people with cancer, especially cancer in their reproductive system, in their prostate, in their breasts, and their ovaries. And I've done a lot of research how it's so linked to the level of estrogen in their body, and of course they're going to have a lot of estrogen in their body if they're eating a lot of animal products. So,
what's the hardest aspect of being vegan?
There's a huge psychological component as far as food, and a lot of people were born believing that they need animal protein for survival. So you get a lot of judgment without saying anything, just other people seeing that you're eating vegetarian food, and they don't like that, because by you being vegetarian, you're not approving what they do. And I was not vegetarian once because I didn't have the education. I never saw what they do in a slaughterhouse, and I thought it was okay because that's how I grew up. Once I saw all the stuff that happens, then I changed, because I put myself in their position. I imagined myself being beaten. I imagined myself being in a place that was so filthy, and the smell was so full of ammonia that I can't even breathe. The way the chickens are in these slaughterhouses. I imagined myself sitting in poop and not having room to even flap my wings. I imagined all that, and I put myself in their position, and I can't, participate in that. But not everybody understands it, and so that's the disheartening thing about it. But I think we're all being forced into making changes because of the way the world is becoming, especially with swine flu. And I'm seeing so many patients at the hospital with swine flu. And if everyone knew that yes, if you're gonna treat these animals so horrific, so barbarically inhumane, and they're in such filthy environments, they're gonna have diseases, and in the end, if they have diseases, that's gonna come back to us, and that's gonna create more diseases in humans and the environment and the world. And so I really feel that we're gonna have to be forced to change to more compassionate foods.
What's the easiest part of being vegan?
It's so easy being vegan. Most people think that when you're vegan, you're just eating vegetables. Most people think that you're just eating salads, and there's so much delicious food.
So you're saying vegans don't eat air?
Vegans don't either. No, they eat delicious food, and you can substitute meat with tons of stuff that's not meat, and it can taste like meat. You know, for people who are transitioning out of an animal-based diet, they have mock meats. If you go to any Chinese supermarket, you can find them, and they taste just like chicken. And I've had people taste them, and they say, "Oh my God, that tastes just like chicken," and it's not. And people that eat meat that say that to me. You can get mayonnaise that tastes like mayonnaise, but it's not. It's you know, made with grapeseed extract and all these healthy things. You know, you can get almond milk that tastes so good, and it's alkaline. It's not full of acidity and antibiotics, and it's good for your body.
What's the best part of being vegan?
I used to be more angry, and I used to lose my patience more when I eat a meat diet. I'm 36 right now, and I feel like I'm 20. When I wasn't vegetarian, the best thing about being vegan is that I find more peace inside. Yeah. And imagine a tiger, you know, and the amount of anger that, you know, how vicious a tiger is in comparison to a bunny rabbit. You know, if you can imagine the bunny rabbit eats vegetables, it's more calmer. So I think what we eat is definitely a reflection of our personality, of our behaviors.
How does it affect you socially?
Definitely being more patient, and I don't judge people that eat meat, because I've done it too. I think everybody's just doing the best they know how, and I think the more we're educated on certain things, the more we make choices. The one statement that is so true to me is something that Gabriel Cousins says from the Tree of Life. He's such a knowledgeable person who helps people with diabetes completely not be diabetic in 21 days just from the foods that they're eating. And he says when you eat foods that are light, it activates the light inside you. It activates the profoundness inside you. When you eat foods that are heavy and dark, it become more darker. And I've noticed that in my life.
What's the biggest downfall of being vegan?
I don't think there is. I don't know if anything is.
Okay, that's good. She gave the same answer. Back to food. How do they think about food?
There's a great psychological component, and that's one of the reasons I don't judge people for the things that they eat. I know that our choices affect the world, you know, and but when someone is, for example, in my life, if I ever feel sad or troubled, I may want to eat foods that are heavy or foods that are you know, on the heavier side, because it will drown out those sorrows, you know. And I think a lot of people eat a lot of heavy foods because it's like a drug. It numbs the pain. You know? But in the end, we have all these we have all these emotions from childhood that we